Hey everybody, this is Adam Baum with Adam Baum Breaks, and it's time to review Topps Heritage 2025. So this came out pretty quickly after Heritage High Number, which was interesting. Heritage High Number basically was delayed, but they've made a lot of changes in High Number, and it continued here, and they changed some more stuff that was good in High Number that's not good now. So I want to give you guys some ammunition when you're either buying boxes, whether it's retail, getting in breaks, or buying hobby boxes. I want you to know what you're getting into before you do it. So let's go. All right, here we go. Topps Heritage 2025. Big all-American look, because this is a bicentennial. Since 1976 was the bicentennial year. So let's look and see what you can get in the set. What can I expect from each box? What are the offerings per se? How much did they produce? How rare are the base cards? That's a little harder to do because we'll talk about it in a little bit. What are the hit odds per box, auto odds, comparison to past years? All right, but let's look at the options you have to buy. Hobby, 8 cards per pack. That's kind of the theme around here. You'll see everything is 8 cards. 24 packs per box, 12 boxes per case. Here you're going to get 1 auto or mem, and you do have the exclusive dark blue parallels and blue sparkle parallels. No longer in mega boxes, they put them in here. Neither are numbered. That's going to be a theme. Mega box, 8 cards per pack, 17 packs per box, 20 boxes per case, exclusive red and silver sparkle parallels. Again, not numbered. Blasters is 8 and 8 with a 40 box case, green and pink sparkles. So lots of color already, and we're not even done with the offerings. Hanger boxes, you have purple and burgundy sparkle parallels, 30 cards per pack, 64 box cases, and fat packs, yellow and aqua sparkle. So everything has something to draw you in, every price point. Which is interesting. The problem is the checklist for 2025 is not there yet. We don't have any rookies really that we want to chase. James Woods has been doing okay. Dylan Cruz was doing awful at the beginning of the year and has picked it up a little, but we still need some quality rookies that we want to chase. All right, base. 500 base cards, 100 high number short prints. So everything from 401 to 500 is a short print. That's normal. Parallels. These are the base parallels. So for your paper side, dark blue, green, dark yellow, light purple, red, flipstock, black, bicentennial, and color of the year. So you'll notice flipstock in black is a hobby only exclusive, and this is your black over there of Bobby Witt. Chrome parallels. That's right, I said chrome parallels. We had chrome in the last set. We've always had chrome, but they just haven't been that many parallels. So here you have chrome, refractor, blue sparkle, pink sparkle, aqua sparkle, burgundy sparkle, silver sparkle, blue, green, black, gold, orange, red, superfractor. I didn't put the numbers there, but it's 99.75, or maybe a little higher than that. Maybe it's 150, 99.75, 50 for gold, 25, 5, and 10, or 5 and 1. Something along those lines. You'll see it with the other ones. Actually, green is to 99, so you can see Clayton Kershaw. But that is totally different. We actually have a decent sized color wheel for Heritage. So here are your variations. This is what we always have, and this is kind of the chase. So here is the cartoon alternative, alternate cartoon. In the little bottom left-hand corner, that guy catching the ball, he has two different. The one on the left is the variation. The one on the right is the normal. You're getting about one of those per 7 boxes. Image variation, you can see again, here's Dylan Cruz. I didn't put the normal one, but it's a portrait view of him. I wish they did the action photos of it. That would make it really easy to tell. What I've noticed though is on the back, usually they'll say like image variation or alternate or cartoon or something, but I didn't see any of that when I looked at these online. Um, one per 4 boxes, and you can tell by the number on the bottom. I was able to zoom in on eBay and see that 459 is the variation number. Flipped bat, this is an easy one to see, but easy to miss as well. The bat is facing the different direction. The number is not on top, it is on bottom, and the bat is going the opposite direction. Those are 1 in 20. Image variations are 1 in 4. Nickname, very easy to notice as well. I'm assuming these would be flipped over, not for sure. Name changed to the nickname on front, so Air Jordan. These are 1 per 20 boxes, so they're a little more rare, but there's no like throwback uniform or something like that, where they're 1 for 500 cases or something. There's nothing super short print in the variations, which I kind of don't care for. Inserts. You have notable Americans. You have 100 of those, 2 per box in a hobby box. No parallels. And then you have all these other ones. 1976 redefined, Heritage 25th anniversary, through the years, and 1976 player icons. So Heritage 25th anniversary, if I remember correctly, that's where you have each individual card. Each player is like a different year. This one that we're showing it is the Heritage redefined. There's 25 in that set, and there's one of these, each one of these 4, there's 1 per box. So they are a little less prevalent than they have been, and that's even in the retail. In the past, when they did that to Heritage, you would go to the retail and you could get a ton of them. This time they made them scarce in their retail as well, but they added a parallel, so you have a hollow parallel of all of these last 4, not the notable Americans, and they're 1 per 4 boxes, so you're going to get 1 of those every box of hobby. Interesting. Relics, 7 sets. Of course, there's the normal Clubhouse collection, 85 of those, the 2 variations, the gold and patch 101. Dual relic, these are also typical, 40 of those, 1 every 2 cases though. Gold to 99 and patch parallels. Clubhouse collection singles, this is 1 in 3 plus cases, gold and patch variations. Bicentennial relic, these are really cool, 1 per almost 40 cases. Good luck on pulling one. It just tells me they just made a massive number, because that Rod Carew is numbered to 75. All right, really short printed relics. Clubhouse collections, dual player relic. There's 4 of those, 1 per 65 cases. And the only one of these I could find was the triple relic. There's 1 per 200 cases, so somebody got really lucky and pulled that one. That's the base one. It's numbered to 25. No, that's actually not. So that'd be orange. I don't know how you would be able to tell that it's orange. But there are your parallels. There's just not a lot of these, and they produced a ton of this stuff, so good luck on chasing those. The real one autos, always what you want. You want an auto instead of a relic, even though the relics are usually game used, unless they're a rookie, then they're player worn, so they'd just be a jersey. But there's bat and there's also jersey stuff in there. There's base, of the base autos, the real one autos are 105, which is a little elevated. Kind of the same thing you saw in high number. They made more autos. Usually in the old stuff, if you pulled an auto, you were pretty happy about it because there wasn't a huge checklist. And they still have the red ink special edition is what they're calling it now, to 76. Real one dual autos, these are 1 per 72 cases. There's 10 in that set. And the triple autos, there's 6 of those and 1 per 880 cases. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Non-existent. 1 per, not 23 boxes, but cases are these chrome autos. There's only 10 in the set. Gold to 50, orange to 25, red to 5, and a superfractor. Craziness. And then you have the redefined here. There's 8 in that set, 1 per 32 cases. Anniversary autos, 1 per 11 cases, 9 of those. And then there's this award winners buyback auto, Jim Palmer. I want to say there's like 70 of them, 50 of them, somewhere around there. And there's 1 per 259 cases. Again, these are the chases now. It's not the throwbacks. It's the autos. It's these really rare relics, which they had before too. More autos and relics. These are the relic autos, Clubhouse Collection, Relic Auto, Clubhouse Collection, Dual Relic. You can see 22 and 400 cases. Very tough for either one of them. The Bicentennial, 1 per 20 cases, which is actually not that bad. Somebody has this Nolan Ryan, I think, up for $3,000. I don't think you're going to get it. Nolan Ryan autos aren't that rare. But anyways, the flashback auto relics, 7 in that set, 1 per 128 cases, and it does have a parallel. All right, and then there's some other ones. Now these are the astronomical, you just hit the lottery, congratulations. Notable American signatures. These are like presidents or stuff like that. 4 of those, 1 per 2,200 cases. Baseball cut signatures, of course, all of these are 1-of-1s. 8 in that set, 1 per 1,100 cases. And then celebrity cut signatures from 1976, 1 per 2,900 cases plus. Jeez. All right, here is all the numbering and stuff. I think there's like 3 pages plus, maybe 4. So there's quite a bit. As you can see, they have the EA and the SE. I wish I knew what the difference is besides Special Edition and EA. I don't know. All right, the numbers. So we took all those numbers, crunched them down, and we came out with Heritage Hobby packs, boxes, and cases. And a pretty good number because the standard deviation's well below 10, well below 5 actually. So 108,000 boxes were produced, which makes about 9,000 plus cases. I like it when it's near a round number because that tells me it's pretty dang close. Now the problem with the blasters, the megas, and the other retail is there's no numbered cards in there that are specific to those. Hence, there's no way to figure out really what a number is. I could guess and say, okay, for all the rest of the numbered cards that weren't in this, because you can know how many numbered cards are in all these boxes just by back calculation. And then whatever's left over, you say, okay, we'll split it 4 ways. Well, usually there's more blasters than anything. And I just didn't want to guess, because it would be just an educated guess. And I don't think that's right for you guys. They just don't want us to know. It also it tells you that we don't know how many base cards there are in general. And you get comparison across past years of production. Still a tick up, nothing like 2023 where it jumped huge, or 2022. 2023 is actually a good set. 2024 was kind of lackluster as well. You only had Ellie and Jason Dominguez. I guess you had Colton Cowser. You had some lower level, but you didn't have the Paul Skeens. There's a beautiful torque right there to 50 in the gold chrome. But you can see through the years, from 2018 to now, we've tripled. And that makes sense. Fanatics, I'll be interested in how you're going to 10x everything from the time you took over. Because it would be hard to 10x it since the boom, or before the boom. All right. 1-of-1 Dylan Cruz has been pulled, evidently. Saw this on eBay. Figured I'd throw it up there, but this is comparison to the other 2025 releases. A little less than Jumbo. A lot less than Hobby. As you can see, they always print those to the moon. So, and of course, Tribute is way less. So, as expected, nothing to see here. Hit odds. All right. When you open up a pack, you have about a 20% chance to hit something. And that is a numbered card or something like that. Now, do remember those chromes, those refractors, I guess is what they're going to call them. Those are not numbered this year. The base chromes in the past had always been numbered to like $9.99. And then you had a chrome variation where the whole card was chrome, and it's like $5.70 something. Now those are non-numbered. And you have all those sparkle ones too that are, product specific. and those are not included in this. So you're also getting 5 hits, so you're getting your 1 auto or relic, and then you're getting 4 numbered cards or other stuff. And then if you open a case, you're going to get 62 hits. I figured I'd throw that in because it gets a little bit more important when you're ripping retail. Mega boxes, blasters. You can see here the mega box has about the same odds as the blaster for a pack hit. Basically the same besides those product specific parallels. But you're like, oh, you get a better chance in a box, you're going to hit one. Well, remember, there's double, actually more than double, the number of packs in a mega than a blaster. So really, they're about the same. The price is about the same. Well, then you go to the case and say, oh, well, the case of blasters is better because you get the same number of hits. No, remember, blaster cases are 40, megas or 20. So this is pick your poison, really. Do you want to open blasters and get those parallels, or megas and get those parallels? Basically, they're almost the same thing. Very few differences between the two. It's just the price and the amount of packs in them. Hangers, fat packs. As you can see, you're like, oh, a case, that's not bad. 17 hits, 16 hits. Well, remember, a case of hangers is 64 of them. A case of fat packs is 108. A lot more stuff to rip. And to me, I have a tough time doing fat packs and hangers. I'll probably do some just to look at the parallels. I'm kind of interested in the burgundy ones and the hangers. But in general, I'll probably stay away from those and just hit a couple megas and a few blasters. I'm not going to try to produce this set this year because 1976 is just not my favorite one. All right, auto odds. Exactly what you think they are. This is the chance of pulling an auto from these boxes. So when you're looking at autos in a hobby box, you have about 25% chance. That means you're going to get about 3 per case. This is down. In previous releases prior to this one, it was usually around 4. Maybe like 3.5. So you get 3 or 4. This time you're definitely only getting 3. And that means everything else is relics. And this is a complete swap from what we saw in high number. High number was 66% of the time you were getting, or 2 and 3. 2 out of 3 boxes was going to have an auto, and then 1 would have a relic. Now they went back to the normal. And then you can see a non-base auto. So everything else, you're not even going to get one of those probably in a case. Non-base relics, you do have a little bit of, you will get 1 in a case, but very tough also. Now let's look at the other ones. Mega boxes, in a case you're going to get 2.5 autos. Case of auto blasters, you're going to get 1.8. Dang, it's just tough to pull the autos. They did it again. They went back to the real ones. Should be tough pulls. And then if you look at fat packs and hangers, you're not even guaranteed 1 in a case. So those are tough ones to do for me. I kind of would stay away from those. If you're trying to rip a whole case, I'd stay with blasters and mega boxes. Cost per hit. I'm just going to put them all up. You're going to see that for hobby blasters and megas, they're not too far off. Blasters are a little far off, but megas and hobby aren't when you talk about price per auto. Megas are running around 45 to 50 right now, so you're in that $475 range, or $45 to $50. Let me say that again. About $375 for a box, an auto, whereas in a hobby box they're running around 125, so you're closer to the 500 mark. At least I think it's actually megas are 50-ish. Blasters, they're running 25, so you're 550-ish. Hangers and fat packs, you can see, don't be trying to pull those to pull an auto. You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars to pull one of them. Now, granted, you can spend $1,000+ I think they're $1,200 a case-ish, probably 14 with the markup. Because these really shouldn't be much more than a $90 box, $80, $90 box. All right. let's summarize everything. I like to open Heritage. It's always fun. I am a set builder. This offering is really weak beyond the building of the sets. They do have some variations and such, but there's no big variations to chase. It's all like hits to chase that are really rare. The checklist we know isn't the greatest yet, and maybe it'll change. Maybe there'll be some guys that pop off, but we haven't seen it yet. They added a lot of chrome and variations, um, but again, they're non-numbered. Unlike update, those were all numbered, and we were happy about it, and that's why update is popular as it is. I'll open some again. Uh, Run some in the group breaks. I'm not going to run a whole one or like 4 boxes or 3 boxes. I'll just sprinkle it in because people like it. Um, but it's not a big draw, so there, like I said, it won't be a ton either. Hobby prices should come down. Should. We'll see. Fanatics has been very adamant about not letting those things come down as much. But anyways, we'll see. I realize all this is based on the pack odds, how correct and incorrect they are. A little expensive to me. I mean, it's not super expensive. It's not tribute. Let's not get out there, but it's a little too expensive for Heritage. You have decent potential, but you do have a low floor. You could basically get a box of commons and a relic of some guy that's worth $5. So, again, a lot of set builders are going to like this. 5 out of 10. I think once the price starts to come down in a couple of weeks, this will be even a better product to me. It might move up to a 5.5 because I don't mind the 76 design. All right, thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through, hit that thumbs up, like us now, subscribe. We have more content coming. Topps Chrome Black is coming. Bowman is coming. We will do reviews on all those as well. So thank you so much for watching. Check us out on Whatnot if you're interested in group breaks for football or baseball. We do those Wednesdays and Saturdays. So as always, be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.